All right, one round. All I will play. In a second, at least. Okay. I made it worse. Oh, why? Hmm. How'd you say to like? I feel guilty for asking. Like, what would you ask her? I think you should do that. This is my main hype man. I don't hype you up. I'm sorry. It's not me. I think you should do the thing that you... I thought... King 10? Oh, dang. I think you should start like a little... Hold on. I'm not impressed, no. Or I'm not proud. You're supposed to go flawless. What the heck? You're supposed to go flawless. Anyways. I'm only playing one round tonight. Cause I'm going to play for tomorrow. Which is 6 hours. Oh my gosh, Killy. I have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off all in a row though. So we'll see how that goes. Who knows, maybe the power of Drain will compel me and I'll play a 16-hour day in one day. Who knows what's gonna happen. Look at that stick drift. Shooting to the top corner of the window, you disgusting human. I mean, you're not gonna crash probably, but you're not supposed to do that. Because, I don't know. You're not supposed to do it because I said. The first time using the Boris's Blizzard? Insane. Really? I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to reach the end, to get to the end of the game by the Friday next week. I think I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to wait until next Tuesday. I think not this upcoming Tuesday, but the Tuesday after. It's like 10 days away Tuesday. I'm gonna try my best, but I don't think it's gonna be possible for me. It's just it's a little too much for me. Okay. 53 hours in 6 days. That's a little too much for me. I don't think I can do that. I really don't. Not even like not with that. I'd do like no. I just make it 7 each. It's hard to do that. Here's the reason why. It's hard to do it with my scheduling for work. That's the hard part. So tomorrow I work 11 to 2. And that's not too bad. Or yeah, it's 11 to 2. So I can play a whole bunch. Usually I probably get on from like 5 o'clock. I'm ruining my sleep schedule for this, by the way. So like from 5 to 12, I'll be able to easily play. That's 7 hours right there. I can easily get in my 4 rounds that I need to do by the end of tomorrow. It's just, how am I going to do my total of 7 zombie rounds on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday? That's the hard part. I don't know how I'm going to actually manage that. That's 10.5 hours, 10.5 hour days, 3 days in a row. I can do like 3 rounds at once. That's the thing. Like 3 rounds, and then I have to take a break after that. So I'm thinking I push myself 4 rounds for the first session. Take a break, come back, and do 3 more rounds. I don't know. The more rounds I do in one day, the easier the next day is. Again, maybe I'll just get some insane push of motivation. I don't know. Maybe that might just happen. But I don't know. Oh my gosh, a max right there. That's crazy. The more I push myself on Monday, I think the better off I'll be. We're up at 163. I say go ahead and go for the 200. Might as well. You're right there. That's an extra, what, 10 hours maybe? I don't know how long. I think once I hit 500 hours, my motivation will pick up. I think once I hit 500 hours, I will get like a burst of motivation. Oh, you don't have secret sauce? Yeah, never mind. Nope. I don't think. No, I don't really. I don't think you should. Running out of ammo could genuinely be an issue.
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh.
Howdy.
Playing my 1 round of tag tonight, so I only have to play 4 tomorrow.
Yay! Are you actually following that schedule?
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna really try to. It changed a little bit. Since I have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off now. I work Thursday from 3 to close and Fridays from 2 to close. So Thursday I should be able to put in 6 hours in the morning. But Friday I can only do like a max of 3 in the morning. And
okay.
So here's the thing. I have a total of about 50, like, I don't know. Whenever I made that schedule, I only had 51 hours left of in-game time until I hit 522 hours. But I went ahead and put myself to try and play or play a total of 53 hours because I don't know how off my timer is. So I'm, on cracked with those balls. Shut up, zombie. Oh my gosh.
Zombie guru.
Yeah, he's talking about tag snowballs and stuff. He's like, no, I'm cracked with those balls. So
okay.
It depends.
That's actually kind of that's actually kind of funny.
It all depends on how I feel, really. Whenever if I get a good burst of motivation to play, once I hit 500 hours, I think I'll be fine. But it'll be doing that, like actually getting like that burst of motivation to play. That'll be on Tuesday. I hit 500 hours.
Oh my god.
What?
I just made a dumb mistake. I thought it was a good idea to dash into a horde of zombies with the katana.
Oh yeah, they'll kind of tear you apart sometimes just for no reason.
I luckily survived on 7 HP.
Easy.
That was a dumb move.
Like you used a snowball? Honestly, probably not too much. I don't know. If I use a snowball, katana? No, katana's really good. It's the second best in my opinion. It's the fastest one. It's the fastest special weapon to pull out. It's a very good, like, especially for what he's doing. He's playing what are you doing? First room or not first room? You're doing no power, right?
Yeah, I'm so bored right now. I don't even feel like playing realistic. So I'm just doing no power now.
Like a no power on Blood of the Dead. Katana's gonna be your best bet to get as many kills as you can.
And also, Katana is the fastest to kill Warden.
Yeah, it's at least the most consistent. I mean, yeah, probably fastest actually.
Pretty sure.
Because you just dash into it twice and that's it.
Yeah. I still need to work on the timing on jumping and then dashing because I still messed that shit up.
You used to be able to. I remember when the game first came out. You used to be able to jump in the air, hit the dash button, you would go flying forward.
I've seen some clips of that.
Purifier thing is the best. No, the flamethrower or the what's it called? The Hellfire. That's what it's called.
Flamethrower, huh? Flamethrower. I have not heard. Name me one person Name me one use that the flamethrower has. Name me one.
I will say the tornado's kind of cool. That it's kind of cool. I like the idea of it. It's just garbage though. So.
Does a tornado do anything though? Tell me. Does a tornado
No, it does what you think a tornado would do. It's basically if you use the on Dead of the Night the little tornado ability from the Wonder Weapon. It's like that pretty much.
Yeah.
It's garbage.
So useful, bro. It's like the most useful thing you can get, bro. Warden won't spawn in this round. I'm pretty sure Warden's going to spawn in next round, and there's still so much horde jets. I'm just going to use my katana. I took an early down because for some reason my blundergat took nearly 5 bullets to kill one zombie. And also because I keep forgetting that more Wardens spawn in over time.
Meta on tags now with no pack-a-punch? That'd be crazy.
Test
I
them.
bet there's some weird strategy you could use and it would be very good. I just don't know what that would be.
What would that be? Ryan should like go through all his footage, see how many hours of his life he has spent on tag.
Hmm?
You should go through like every single game you've played on tag and
Should
see how many
not.
hours you've spent on your life.
Probably at least 2,000 minimum.
You spent 2,000 hours of your life every single game that you've ever played.
Yeah, I'd say easily at 2,000.
I think over 2,000. There's no way. Maybe at least 3,000.
Potentially, I don't know.
Yes, full power. Hold on, wait, I need to hit that then. I'm not trying to risk that.
What you can do as well, Cletus, you can always maybe find someone online to sell their keyboard that they're not using anymore. You know, that always is an option for that. Why not?
Why does Zodus keep making AI pictures of you?
I don't know. He just kind of.
They're actually kind of funny though. I can't lie.
The job application one's pretty good. Even though I got home from my 7-hour shift with no break.
Is October the 8th month of the year?
It is.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if it was.
Actually, what was the reasoning behind that? What was the reasoning
I just kind of wasn't thinking. It'd be nice if it was the 8th month of the year. I hate summer. Getting into the worst part of the year right now.
Second person ever in my life to say that they hate summer.
Who said it first?
Someone in second grade.
I hate summer. Summer just kind of sucks. It overall is garbage. I like the winter more. Winter's the best season in my opinion.
I wonder why.
I don't burn in the sun.
No, I think it's because you don't go outside.
I don't like heat. I really hate the heat.
This is the same guy that lives basically in a forest, by the way.
Yeah. What does that have to do with like liking heat though? I just don't like heat.
I don't know. How many bears do you see?
0. We don't have. Okay, bears are in Missouri. Yes, they are in Missouri. Although they are very, very rare. All right.
Ever encountered one though?
Nope. So we used to have neighbors who lived by us, the McPeaks. They live in like Branson now, like basically the biggest state that's in South Missouri, or the biggest city in South Missouri. It's a big tourist place, really. And while they're at one of their house, they apparently had a bear. Kind of out in the woods or something like that. They could see. They got some small video of. They were on the news with it as well, which is kind of neat.
Oh, it's actually kind of cool.
But you're gonna see bobcats and all that stuff way more often. A bear, yeah, they do live here very rarely, but it's such a difficult thing to actually come across and see.
I know 3 wardens are gonna spawn in. I'm not using a katana
That's
just
3
for
magics, then.
another warden to
That's
spawn
3
in.
magics. You can headshot the warden, it kills him instantly.
I know. Yeah, see? That's what I was waiting for. There we go. I got a max ammo. Hold on, wait, I'm gonna throw that there then.
Oh, I'm so tired. Oh.
I wasn't even expecting you to be up at this time.
I wasn't. I was helping Cletus with some piano stuff. And I was gonna play around the tag. So.
Hey, might as well. While I'm up, I might as well just play one round of tag.
Well, if I don't
Says
play a
Ryan.
round tonight, then I gotta play an extra round tomorrow. So I was like, eh. I don't have to. I already have to go into work early at 10 o'clock or 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. So I might as well just go ahead and play around tonight and just sleep in tomorrow morning. So.
Oh yeah.
Plus, that gets me on the sleep schedule of being up later, so I can play tag later at night. I have the next 3 days off, so should be fine. Although, if I get called in on any one of these 3 days, then I'm just gonna wait until I complete the game naturally. I'm not gonna push myself.
Just call off.
Yeah, or I'm not gonna call in, no, but I'll just complete the game in like 2 weeks, Tuesday. So like
Yeah,
9 days.
This is round. I'm pretty sure this is round. Yeah, there we go.
Or really, if I just lose motivation at any point to play in the next like 3 days, 2 days, I'll just wait and finish the game naturally.
Or you can play some more realistic Blooded at first.
I could. I'll probably play, honestly, a bit more of it at some point.
That's actually kind of fun. You saw how I got set up though, right?
Yeah.
Because the way you were setting up was painful. It was probably the most painful thing I've ever
I
watched.
got a round 9 on that myself, like second, third try.
Which is
so
actually kind of impressive though. It really is.
If I didn't screw that up, I could have gotten a round 10 on that at least. Maybe I don't know. At least round 10.
Yeah, no, at least round 10.
The minimum to submit a record, but
I'm happy with around 11. I'd be happy if I tied record. That's really just my main. I'm not even focused on beating record. I just want to fucking tie it.
I couldn't do that.
When I look back at it, when I said that round 20 might be maximum round, I don't think it is. Probably more than likely just gonna be. It's probably gonna be like capped at round 16.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was the exact number I was thinking, 16. I can't see anyone being able to like finish a round with like an insta kill and a full power past that.
If I do think above 16 is possible, but the amount of luck that you'll need. I really do think a 16.
I don't think you're gonna be able to train well enough there. I don't think you're not gonna be able to train it.
Yeah, that's round. Hold on. There we go. That's not round. Hold on.
And then, oh, Wonderful came by my stream today, so he now knows about my tag game here. So that's the guy who made his like highest round. He's the one who made like the highest round in every single map video that actually like did good. Got like 2 million views on it. I wasn't in it because I didn't have the highest round, but he's like, so he now knows I have the longest game, and he knows I have the highest round now. So yeah, video incoming.
Most dedicated player reward.
I just want the reset now. I don't even care about anything else. I just want reset. I'm so close. I'm 45 hours off from it, about.
Today, guys, I'm the first ever person to make it past back screen. Holy shit, I
Past
cannot
black
speak.
screen?
Oh my god. I actually cannot speak.
Thing is though, because of some garbage tech that you can do with the knife and frozen zombies in this, you're gonna be able to probably you could push the record to like 700 probably at this point on this map.
More than likely, yeah.
I feel like if there's a good way to chain zombies with your knife, which you can do, but it's actually setting that part up, which is the hard part.
Love the fact that almost a year ago you were talking about some. Oh, it's definitely zip lines.
Oh, look,
No,
that's what. I was trying to rule out the things that kind of made sense to me. So things that everyone's always using in their game, zip lines, leaving a dynamite piece on the ground, things that would make sense to begin with.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't see Pack-a-Punch at all. I couldn't see Pack-a-Punch being it.
No, I mean Pack-a-Punch did make sense though. But it was more like an unlikely doubt.
On my tag testing sheet, where I was gonna go through the map and test all this stuff, Pack-a-Punch was the very last thing to test. So.
And you tested everything and you made it to the last one on the list.
No, Zombie Guru just told me to try Pack-a-Punch out first, and I did. It would have taken me months to get through that list.
And turns out it was Pack-a-Punch
He got a
this whole
lucky.
time.
He didn't get a lucky guess. He saw an error from a 4-player game that mentioned Pack-a-Punch, and he's like, "Oh, maybe it's Pack-a-Punch." So pretty much a lucky guess still, but.
Because it couldn't have been. No, it couldn't have been Dynamite. You tried zip lines for like how many months?
Okay, I tried zipline, so I tried dynamite and I tried zip lines. Both of them allowed me to get past the whatever it was, but that's because I never turned on Pack-a-Punch in either of those games.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought it was one of those.
Yeah.
I tried it only with zip lines next after that, and it worked still. And I'm like, okay, it's definitely zip lines, but I was, wrong. I completely forgot about Pack-a-Punch not being on. Like, I knew there was a difference between, like, a fully set up game and a game where I just stay and spawn the entire time, so it was just figuring out what the difference between those two was, or were.
And you instantly just rule out entity error because there's just no way it could have been.
Yeah, it can't be entity error, yeah, because it's. I didn't know that at the time. I never did a reset test until later. But I knew it wasn't 600 hours like that one Spanish video was claiming. I knew it was less than. And I accurately predicted around 500 and, I think I predicted it up to like 30 minutes. Based off of what the information I had available with me. And then when I did the test for myself, it confirmed it because I knew it. I didn't check the Xbox before I went to work, which I should have. But I knew it reset it black screened between 510 and 524 hours. So I knew that much at least. But
at least we knew that much information.
And that's when they all started questioning me, like, why are you testing this stuff? It's useless.
You just prove all those people wrong.
Not unless I crash still. If I crash still, then they're right.
I mean,
I guess can't crash now.
You're almost there to the longest ever.
I already have the longest
zombies.
game. I just gotta
Pretty
get.
Sure you'll probably get the longest game of zombies ever.
I mean, someone's gotta. If I get 500 and if I hit reset or black screen, no one will ever be able to get a longer game than me. I will always have the first longest game. Someone can tie me but never beat me.
Unless someone's just somehow able to make it past black screen.
If they are, then shoot, they deserve it. Then I'm gonna go after them next.
But we all know that's not gonna happen. We all know that really just isn't gonna happen.
But if someone can find a way to do it, I will run tag back and knife forever.
He would actually knife forever.
I actually would. Yes. No, I would.
Like, he has so much free time on his hand when he has school and a job. Like, it really makes no sense.
Yeah, I would knife forever if I could. I like being able to knife. I was able to do whatever I wanted.
Warden spawns in next round. There's no way it doesn't.
I like to think that, you know how the dogs would always, like, sometimes fall off the map and everything in this? I like to think that...
Yeah.
Okay, well, if sometimes when I went to go, use the flinger, I would notice that a dog falls, like, it bugs through the wall and falls off the map completely. I like to think that this is them taking revenge against me for that. That's like my little head canon on it. Oh my screen, not my game, my stream crashed, and I'm not recording.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh,
How many seconds have you
it
lost?
It didn't fully crash. Let's go.
It just froze. It just froze.
Yep. It did not fully crash.
How many seconds did you lose?
600 frames, so about 10 seconds. 1% of the stream so far, so I'm fine.
Oh, he's cheating. He lost 10 seconds of foot.
Yep. Let me go double check.
What can you do in 10 seconds? What can you do in 10 seconds?
Unless maybe it reconnected and I just wasn't ever aware of it. Let me go check real quick here.
Let's see how new Warden was just gonna.
Content, video producer. No, it's still all one stream. Yeah, it's still one stream still. So, good.
No, bro. I popped my katana too early. That might fuck me up. I panicked. No, I accidentally picked up Carpenter, bro. Like that. Not. Yeah, I knew that wasn't. I'm dead.
I'll have to try a no power on that map again at some point. See what I can get.
I just survived on 10 HP.
I think I have like a PB of like a 40 something, a 42, but that was so long ago. I bet I could probably get like 70 on it. I think I could.
Guys, is he a little bit too overconfident?
I think I am. Obviously, I think I am, but I think I could do it. Maybe at least a 50.
I'm dead here. There's no way I don't. If I live here, I'm just the greatest player of all time. I am the greatest player of all time. This is a struggle. I have 3 wardens on my ass while also trying to train a whole horde of zombies.
So to get rid of the wardens, I would just, once I got them all round up somewhere, I would just kind of like do big loops around the entire side there.
I just got a full power right there. Another full power? Yeah, no, we're chilling. Hold on, wait. I can go through the entire round then. That's the whole round in my hands. Yeah, see? Alright, bro. Where the hell are you going? Yeah. How am I alive? I generally should have taken my second down right there. It would actually be tragic if I got quadruple swiped.
What round are you on right now?
37.
Oh dang, okay.
And this is like my first ever time playing the record.
I also want to try a no power on Alpha Omega sometime. That map has a huge area you can run it with in no power.
Right, bro, you should run some Alpha Omega first room.
I did before. I can't get past like 39. Like 39 was the best I could do. Hello, Inconceivable.
I mean, 39 is good though.
It's mainly, it's just once the round start, it was like a 3-hour game as well. It took forever.
Yeah,
and that was
that's
with
the
dog
one
rounds.
thing. And with, damn. Pretty sure that was the whole round, or not. That's the one thing I love about Blood of the Dead. I just think the round's over, but it isn't.
Like, it's safer to kill a single zombie from the horde with like the wall by, and let that one zombie respawn back into the train than it is to wraith fire them all.
You sure?
That's what I did. I never actually downed in that game. I had to quit though because I had to go do something else.
Bro, I took it down because I got stuck over here. Yeah, no, I was training. The warden came from my side, and then. I mean, this one's just a little bit more dangerous. I mean. How am I living these? Like, I'm actually so confused. Wait, I don't know. Yeah, funny story. I woke up at like 9 a.m. a few weeks ago to my brother texted me saying, "Yo, lower your voice." He texted me at like 3 a.m. saying, "Yo, lower your voice. You're gonna wake up, uh, my mom." And I'm like, and then I saw the text when I woke up at like 9 a.m. and I fell asleep at 12 a.m. I'm sitting here confused, like, huh? I'm just reading the text, like, huh?
You're asleep, yelling. Maybe.
Yes, bro. I was yelling in my sleep, bro. Like,
Of course.
hello? Yelling in my sleep, bro. No, because
Yep.
I was rereading the text over and over. I was like, I fell asleep at like 12.
It could have been so bad right there. Oh my gosh, it wasn't though. An electric zombie and a normal zombie came out. I tried shooting the electric zombie with my shield because they're always gonna be pushers. But it turned out that, or I didn't hit them at all, so I had to try and run by them. But I got pushed backwards and got hit once, and I thought I was going to get like.
That's wow.
Cletus, didn't you say your dad played piano? Oh, what the heck? What do I hear?
Huh?
What did I hear? Was that me? Yeah, your dad.
That was my bad. I opened up your stream on a thing.
Oh, yeah, your dad played piano at one point. I thought someone in your family played piano at one point. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Do not even begin to censor the word tag. I will not allow that. Once I get halfway through the round, I'm going to take a Wordle break. Do the Wordle for today. And then continue on.
Wait, that was nice though. Hold on. If anything, my katana saves me.
round won't be halfway done though for a little bit here. Dang. Still got like an hour left in the round.
I mean, also, when you're making that schedule, bro, why the hell did you add a .5, bro? You're gonna be playing half of a round and then quitting?
No,
and
it's
taking a break?
10.5 round or 10.5 hours. Rounds.
Thought I was talking about rounds. That's why I was confused. I was like, huh?
No, I put the
I
amount
was
of
reading-
rounds on the left and then like in parentheses how long it would take.
Oh, okay. The amount of near-death experiences I'm having. What is it? Max ammo. I need that.
I'm doing the Wordle now. Screw it. I need my brain to activate and do something. Alright, time to lose.
Wait, the Wordle's the Wordle's up. Oh my God.
For me it is, yeah. I'm gonna try it real quick here. Oh, I can't.
Hold on, wait. After this round, I'll try to go play the Wordle.
Use those letters next. Alright, 2 letters.
Alright, time to go play Wordle, guys. My Discord just froze. It's one.
I got 4 letters. Where the heck is the...
Okay, so there's an A.
Yeah, don't,
There's an E and an A.
Here, actually, I'm gonna mute myself real quick as well. Hold up.
Yeah.
Oh, I might be screwed. Okay, I think I might have it though.
I got the word.
I think I do, but I'll just see.
Whew, that was close.
Woo! Got it. Nice. There we go.
That was
Wow.
way too close for
that was,
comfort.
you can't. People can hear you, so don't talk too much about it.
I know.
All right, that was a close one. Dang, everyone took 5 attempts so far, at least. What a fuck
I
ass
call
word.
bullshit if Zoda gets it within 3.
Fuck ass word. Yeah. What the hell? Okay.
We're instantly calling bullshit if someone gets it below 3.
I think. I don't know. I think 3 is a reasonable number to get this in. It depends what the first word they like, how many letters they get. Like if they get 4 letters right off the bat and like 2 in the right spot, I think there's a good chance they could get it in 3. I think 3 or 4 though makes sense to get it in.
Oh wait, we forgot to ask Zodas how the hell he managed to get that word.
Oh, he said he just did a lucky guess where he was typing in just random garbage and he didn't know that was an actual word.
I call bullshit.
That's the only time he'll ever get
no
lucky.
way.
I think, I don't know. He might get this one wrong. I don't think he'll get this one. This is it's a pretty easy word, I think.
I mean, we're still trying to wonder who might be the first one to fail.
I honestly think it's going to be me. I'm getting like the more we go on, the more nervous I'm getting about it.
I'm thinking it's Zodas.
I think there's a high chance it could be me. I think we make a punishment for whoever gets it wrong first.
Yeah, whoever first gets it wrong, it has to have a punishment.
Or like they get like a certain like a stupid roll or something in his server.
How many days has it been?
I think
like
it's 14.
14?
I think it's 2 weeks right now, at least is what we're at. Yeah, well, that wasn't that bad of a word. That was scary.
But it was
But
I think one of the best ideas is just get most of the awkward letters.
when I was doing my like the word that obviously the word it ended up being you got it right, but I had 3 of the letters in the correct spot, and there was like I'm like, oh, it could be this technically. I don't know if I like want to do that because if I get this wrong, and then I have like 3 other words I could choose from. If this letter's not here and this letter's not here, and this is because I only added 1 new letter to it, so
Yeah.
I could have gotten really screwed over there if I didn't do it.
Almost on round 40.
Hi, zombie.
There we go. I mean, throwing the Wraith Fires are a lot more riskier, I've noticed, but the rounds do end a lot faster.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm being too loud. It's almost...
No, it's fine.
Yeah, no, it's because it's 1:44 a.m.
Oh. Oh yeah. How is the knee? How is getting your knee drained, zombie? I remember you telling me about that. Yeah. How was that experience? He had to get his knee drained. Apparently he had issues with it.
That sounds like fun. That really does.
Did it hurt? Sting? How was it?
Most pleasant experience of his life, he says.
It was amazing. They gave me a lollipop afterwards, and this.
Yes, bro. The lollipop's always the best part.
And how's your knee feel now?
There we go. Round 40. Yay! Hooray!
Have a baker's cyst? I think that's what my mom had. Wait, what is a baker's cyst? I could have. Isn't that what? I think that's what my mom had. I don't remember. I gotta look that up real quick here. No, okay, that's not what she had. Okay. Oh, that looks painful.
How painful does it look on a scale of 1 to 10?
Might need surgery for that. Oh yeah, it looks like a little bubble, kind of almost behind the knee. It's like on the other side of the knee.
Ugh.
Looks like. Hopefully it's not like a too
I bet he had
invasive
a-
type of thing.
I bet he had a fun time.
Well, I know it's like this is like way far out. If you ever, if you have you ever had to go through like into surgery for anything, zombie? I've had to do it twice, and it is the weirdest feeling. No, it's the craziest thing ever. There's a chance they might not even put you under for anything like that. If it's something like that minuscule, there's a chance that it might not even. It'll just like a local anesthetic, and they'll just do it that way. That's like more than likely what it would be. Be your first surgery? Oh, it's okay. Is it bad if I say the surgery is kind of like fun? Is it like? I don't know if it's...
That's horrible. What do you
I know
mean?
it's horrible. I know it's probably horrible for me to say that. It's very interesting how it goes. Like, so like when I had my I tore my labrum in my hip when I was playing soccer and all that stuff, and I had to go get.
I swear if I screw this up, I'm gonna hate myself forever.
Well, thank you, Cletus.
Yes!
Only one of my guitars. Well, thank you. Who gets the other? Zodus gets the other? I'll ship it by December 5th? Okay. Yeah.
The exact time and date.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Cletus. 28 months, oh my gosh. Dang. November 15th-ish. Final destination, just getting it. College
Final
acceptance slash rejection letter day? Oh, okay, gotcha. Alright. Cletus, I think you're going to get accepted. Alright. I think you're going to get accepted. I genuinely, like, I think it will happen. You will get accepted. I can't see a world where you don't. You have so many things stacked in your favor. I think you're fine. I actually don't. Cletus, you actually do. I mean, grades aside, you have a lot of volunteer work. As long as you put this stuff on the letter, like the application, you're fine. You can't mention volunteer work? That's crazy.
Man.
Well, if you have to get in by academics alone, I think you'll be okay. Academically, you are near the at the highest that you can get, you know. Everything else is charity work? Oh no, let's make sure we don't accept the charity work person at our school. That would be awful, said no one ever.
Okay. Said maybe at least one person in
Well,
the
let me,
history
okay, if you're
of-
okay, fine. You want to be hopeful for yourself? Sure. Let me be hopeful for you. There you go. I will be hopeful for you.
I am hopeful for you.
Yeah.
I say that while I'm not saying anything.
Oh, so this is going back to the surgery thing for zombie. I don't know. It's like basically your body. It's like going to sleep, but your body doesn't have. You don't have your body's consent to do it. That's the best way I can like.
I love counting, but I love counting back from 10.
It's crazy because they actually do. They talk to you to kind of like judge how you are. For me, they were talking. And I oddly remember a lot of it for some reason. I remember the second surgery mainly way more than the first surgery. No, I remember second surgery. I was in a really high up room we were at the Mayo Clinic as well. Like one of the I say best hospitals in the world. It's like the main hospital you go to when you got to get a lot of stuff done rapidly. Plus like insurance covers for certain stuff. I don't know. We already hit our deductible, I think, for the year. You know, too much pain. You want anyone talking to me?
I just got quadruple swiped. Oh my god, I just got some.
But yeah, they just kind of, you know, you have anesthesiologist comes in, talks you through literally every part of it. Says, all right, here's what you're going to do. We're going to give you this little cocktail of a bunch of meds. It's going to make you feel like everything is spinning, but you won't be nauseated. So that's a very odd feeling as well. Having the entire room feel like it's like doing a, you know that like you spin around a lot and you get really dizzy? It's like that, but take away all the nauseous part. That's exactly what it felt like. It was so disorienting. Kind of really odd. They helped me onto the bed, lay down, put a mask over me, and they just kind of start talking to you. All right, hey, so what do you do in school? Like, oh, what sport do you play? They knew what sport I played. They knew they knew every bit about me. They knew why I was there. You know, it's just to kind of they're there to see how you do when you obviously go under. You know. So they talk to you, and then it's like a click, right? It's like being conscious right now, then instantly teleporting to like tomorrow, like afternoon or something. I don't know.
That's
like
how
I came to with a coffee in my hand, eating pretzels. All right. So you are conscious. You are awake for a long time before you're conscious. All right, I can tell you that. It's so odd. Apparently, I don't remember any part about it at all. Apparently, Grandma called to see how I was doing. I talked to her a little bit. I asked the nurse, like the nurse goes, hey, you know, anything to drink, anything to eat, like that. Apparently, I said, yeah, if you can, like, I want a coffee with 2 pumps of creamer in it. It's crazy, but yeah, it was the same. It was a 45. Actually, so this one, the surgery was meant to be about a 45-minute surgery. It took him about 2 hours though, because this is so the labrum repair surgery was on my right side. So you know, you have the hip ball and socket, right? And the labrum's the kind of the cartilage part that in between it that really softens it. That part was pretty torn because of like my bone was it was bigger than it should be. The bone was, and plus just from wear and tear. So the first surgery we did here in Springfield, in Missouri. When I say they botched it, like almost like malpractice botched it. I woke up with the worst pain in my throat because when I say almost put a hole in my throat, I mean that in the most literal way possible. The back of my throat had it was like, let's say you poke a straw into your skin as hard as you can. Not to the point where it breaks skin, but it leaves an indent. That's what was in the back of my throat, and it hurt super bad. No report of it though. So about a year later, once it was supposed to be repaired, I still had clicking and issues in my hip. Went to go get it to Mayo Clinic to go get it fixed again. Same type of surgery. They used the same ports on my side that they did. It was not microscopic, arthroscopic, I think. So basically 3 little needles that they would poke into you. Get to your labrum. Very minimal, like nothing invasive really. They did that. I'm reloading way too much. Apparently in the report, I didn't really understand a lot of it, but my dad kind of summed it up for me. He goes, the report that the doctor writes up for you afterwards that details the surgery was basically a diss track. He didn't say it like that, but it was him. It was the doctor kind of just like saying, what the hell did they do? That's what the report pretty much said. What on earth they do to you?
What type of foul, bro?
in my terms, that doctor made a diss track against the other doctor, and it was fire. So yeah, same surgery. It was longer than expected though, because they had to go repair a bunch of scar tissue that was left behind a lot of some sort of like whatever fluid, whatever. Basically, it was a bad surgery, is what they did. They fixed it there at Mayo. Recovered fine now, so nothing, no issues.
I don't think the anesthesia worked on me for my surgery.
Well, if it didn't, you better hope that what they gave you made you forget it, because if it didn't, you're gonna be in for
Oh
a
no,
lot of
I felt
money.
something. I felt something.
What type of, okay, well, what type of surgery? Depends on what that is as well.
I'd rather not say.
Awake for the surgery or asleep for the surgery?
I mean, I was asleep.
Oh, okay. Was there a recovery period? Oh, for me, okay, labrum, yeah, that thing takes forever to heal. It was like 8 months.
Damn.
It's like one of the longest labrums. They don't naturally heal that well, like at all. Like if you tear it, it will not naturally heal at all. You have to get it medically repaired. So for something like this, it took forever to actually heal. It's about 6 months minimum. You know, plus or minus a few months based off how bad it is. You know, shoulder labrum, same thing. It's gonna take a while. For something like yours, that's just like a cyst. A few weeks at most, probably. Like, I was on crutches for about 2 months, so I couldn't move my hip for a long time.
Hey, Chambers, thanks for the follow, man.
So, but that's also it's a labrum injury. That's just how those are.
Yeah, no.
But
Is that a full power? Yeah, it is. Hold on. But I have to play flawless for the rest of the game. Then.
I'll probably have to take time off work then. A little bit. Yeah, you'd likely have to probably take a little bit of time off. I have no idea how bad a Baker's cyst is. It looks painful is what it looks like.
Not really.
I mean, it's a cyst in your knee. I can't imagine it's not painful.
No
That's
shit,
gotta be
Shane, no
actual
shit.
that's gotta be like
No
actual
shit.
agony right there.
Like,
I've had a knee problem one time ever. I bruised my like ACL. I don't know. It was in soccer.
You bruised your ACL. You bruised your ACL.
Something like that. Meniscus, ACL, one of those things in your knee. And it hurt so bad. It felt like it was. I had to wear a brace because I felt like my knee was gonna collapse inwards. It was the worst. I can't even imagine what it is you're having. Oh my gosh.
I witnessed my friend have his ACL torn in front of me.
Dude, I wasn't there for it. My friend was. So the soccer place that we played at, I played a lot of futsal and indoor soccer. Futsal is obviously better in my opinion, but indoor soccer, I played it too because why not? It was soccer. It was fun. And this kid had his knee absolutely. When I say shattered, I mean like glass. It was shattered.
Ugh.
It was. I wasn't there for it. My friend Quentin is the one who showed it to. He sent it to my friend Caleb, and Caleb showed me. Caleb and Quentin were both there when it happened, though. Apparently, I think it was some of one of their teammates on the team City United, which is basically a bunch of teams, bunch of different cities from around like Springfield area, Ozark, Republic, Nixa, just all of those people coming together to like form a team. And this guy got, well, I pushed like, I don't know, hypersonic speed into the wall, and his knee just went boom. It was rough looking. That was like, it's probably the worst injury I have ever seen playing soccer. Like by far. It was very bad. I would say a little bit worse than yours, Zombie, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe when your knee explodes like that, you don't feel much pain.
Basically, what happened with my friend was, so we were just messing around, shit. We were running like 6v6.
Mm-hmm.
What happened was the ball got kicked up, and two of my friends, my friend tried getting the ball. He put his stud up, trying to get a touch. It was literally on. It was on the friend's knee. He literally jumped forward and then.
That's awful. Oh my gosh. Boy, oh boy, I sure love whatever it's called. I love knee injuries. I love injuries and in sports. My favorite.
Bro,
I get a
full
pain when I'm sitting
studs
down for a
up, by the
while.
way.
Is it like is it because your knee's bent, or is it just bent straight everything? I mean, obviously, I don't know what you all can do for it, really. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I mean, do whatever you can to make it not as painful. I don't know what that is though. I think it might be when it's bent. Okay, gotcha.
There we go.
Hmm.
I need to make sure not to pick up that carpenter. I just did a quadruple twice. Fucking idiot! I should have popped my fucking katana earlier.
Ran for the bus though, even though I shouldn't have. Did it hurt when you ran for the bus? Or like, is it kind of like an off and on type of thing? Like sometimes it hurts and sometimes it's fine. Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I don't know what to say. Try not to try not to screw it up too badly. That's pretty much all I can say. Hopefully it gets better. Dude, having any sort of knee injury is like the worst thing possible. You need that thing to stand. You're not a penguin, you know. You don't just have like you just don't. You're not a penguin. I think the only time I ever got injured in soccer was, I think, when it was in futsal. I went for the ball, grabbed it. It was really easy save, like, you know, something you would normally do. This kid doesn't let up. And he kicks the back of my head. Like, full-on soccer ball kicks the back of my head. I get a concussion. I'm out for, like, 2 weeks after that. I was, like, unbelievably dazed. Oh my gosh. That was kind of a weird, it was a weird experience. I don't play sports anymore though. I don't like getting injured. I really don't like it. I'll do anything to avoid any sort of pain. I don't handle it well. Ooh, we found some better, or not better, but like more pianos. I can actually look at them real quick here, Cletus. Let me... Friday for the surgery clinic. I have to call Monday. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Let's see. What do you have? 2 pianos. You got. I mean, 4.7 stars at 6,000. 6,000 reviews, or 6,000 star or bought purchased. USB headphone jack 3.5 millimeter. So the big one. Corded electric, yep, normal, 88. I mean, all this stuff looks, dang, not many. 2-star. What did the 1-star say? Yeah, I mean, okay, I'm looking at the reviews right now. A lot of them don't look like they're repeating issues. Came with dead keys is, you know, 450 plus for multiple dead keys is crazy work. That's insane. I think you're bound every now and then to have there's going to be a defective product. And I don't think that is the piano's too low. That's a stand issue, not a piano issue. See, in 5 natural keys, sharp flats sound dead. No, not clear tonal quality. I need some videos. I need to see what some people are talking about. I mean, okay, I think people need to expect at some point that it's a digital. It's not a real, there's no string there's no string that's being struck on the inside of it, you know?
Alright, I have a... Alright, so that's the piano. As you can see that there's a buzzing noise after every...
Bad C5 sound. I've heard that one twice now. Okay. Well, that's the first one. What's the other one that you sent here? Let's look at that one real quick. Oh, you sent 3? Okay, okay. Let's look at this one here.
Another fun feature is so shot create one you've got.
Actually, I looked at this one at one point. I remember this one. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Only 50% of 5-star. It's not that a whole bunch of reviews. What's the last one? Don't trust those types of videos. Headphone mode, educational features. Okay. Headphone jack. Ooh, it's a 6.3. It's a big headphone jack there. $3,000 reviews, 78%. What was the first one at? Hmm. 85 at 6,000. The first one you sent, Cletus, is going to be your best bet, although it is kind of expensive. There's always going to be a complaint someone has about the piano. Everyone will always have a complaint. You'll never find someone who's not complaining about it, you know. Something's always going to go wrong. Like, I could find 1,000 things wrong with, you know, people. You can look up a guitar on Amazon. You're gonna find people making complaints about that, you know. And you have a guitar, you can judge the validity of those complaints pretty well, I would say, you know. You can tell what things is like a user error, wear and tear, potential product. It's gonna happen. Okay, you're not gonna like my answer here, Cletus. You're not gonna like this one. Flat out, sleep on it. I say you should just completely. You have like 5 or 6 actually picked out, which is really good. You have a lot of good. Like pretty much every single one that you've sent is a good option. No. I don't think they're bad. Like 90% of them are good options. They're all gonna have their pros and cons. I would sleep on it tonight, see how you feel tomorrow morning about it. All of them, at least slightly. Yeah, that's how ordering things online is, though. You know.
Here I. Four player blooded a dead first room alert.
Never.
Why?
I mean, one person per window, I guess, would work, but.
Yeah, that's literally what the whole strategy is. Just one person per window.
Yeah.
Plus, bro, that is so much fun, bro. We should play it with Zodus.
Never.
And then. Why? I just want to play it, bro.
Here's what I think you should do. All right. I will help you pick one tomorrow night. You have all of your options here tonight that you have all grouped up and everything. You have all your options you can pick from. I would say I'll help you out with it tomorrow night as well, or tomorrow when I get off work and all that stuff. And we can make a decision tomorrow. Think about, especially tonight, mainly it's the money. I would hate for you to go spending, $440 on a piano only for you to find out that it's just not for you and you don't like it. That you don't like playing it. You don't like, you'd prefer strumming a guitar than hitting keys on a piano. That's the big thing I'm worried about. Is that you potentially might not like it. You know. I say give it a day. See how you feel tomorrow. Do you still have that same drive to get a piano? And if you do, I will happily help you out. I'll help you pick one out tomorrow then. Now it's a no. I don't like that answer. I sound like my parents. Oh my gosh. But they're kind of right though. Like if some, I don't know. Like that's what I did with the guitar thing, right? Was I loved the idea of it, but I kind of then second guessed it. I slept on it for like a week or two, you know, just kind of thought about it, and I like really cemented. Yeah, I definitely want to get a guitar. Like, I gave myself time to really think about it, a lot. And it's not just some spur of the moment. Ooh, I want to do this. The more negative I'll get. Well, you have more time to find negative parts about it. So, that's part of the process. So, you need to see, is it still worth it, even with all those negatives in your head. It's a smarter. No, it is. You're 100% right. It is. It is 1,000% the smarter choice to look for the negatives when buying something online like that. Oh, 1,000%. When you get to pick and choose like that, you 100% have the ability to be negative. You have 1,000 options out there. I don't see any reason why it's a bad thing to be, oh no, this one can't. Well, then look for some more others, you know? You can be picky. This is like one of the, like at a store, you can't really be picky and choosy like that. You have so much like room to do what you want with this one here though. So, be picky and choosy about it. It's good if you're picky and choosy about it, like on the at least on this here. I say, okay, yeah, I know you're not. If you really, I will 100%. Yeah, I'll help you on it. I don't think you should make a decision on it tonight, though. I think you should do it tomorrow night. I don't want you to make a hasty decision tonight about it. You know, sleep, do whatever it is you like to do. I don't know. And I will, if you still feel that you want to do it, I will 100% help you on it tomorrow. Tomorrow when I get off work, I'll help you. You pick. I'll look for. We'll look through some more, and find some hopefully good ones here. I didn't take it by this time. Bye, zombie. If you're even here still.
You're even here still is crazy.
Yeah, I meant to say bye a little earlier. He's probably asleep or gone now. Dude, I sound like such a dad right now. I hate this. I sound like my dad. That's such a, oh my gosh, that's such like a depressing thing for me to say. He's right. He's right though. Motherfucker. Okay. I'll be off. All right, Cletus. I'll see you later. Good night. I'll be done with this here anyways in 20 minutes. 20, actually probably about 30, 40. About 30.
About.
I don't know. I have no idea how long this will take. Oh, Noonish got it. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. I'll be at work by then, so. Just let me know how you feel without the piano thing, and if so, I will help you look for one when I get off work tomorrow. So you now to know. Well, that's why I'm giving you the option to think about it. I think you're gonna change your mind, honestly, but. We'll see. We'll see.
Today's Sunday, right?
Now it is, yeah, Sunday. Today's gonna be Sunday.
Okay.
Oh, there she goes. Alright, should be what, 3/4 the way through the round now? So another 25 minutes and I'll be done.
I'm doing anything at this point.
My throat hurts so bad. Oh my gosh. Alrighty, what to do for the last 15 minutes, 25 minutes.
When the internet was developed, people often waxed poetic about what it would be used for. Because of the light-speed connection and the ability to talk to people across the world in a matter of seconds, many believed it would be used to cure cancer in a matter of months, solve the world's most daunting issues, and make scientific discoveries that would change the world forever. Doctors and scientists would have access to all of the world's knowledge and be able to communicate with the smartest minds in the world in a way that was previously thought impossible. Many likened it to the Industrial Revolution and how quickly the world developed after other advances in technology and science. The internet felt like the next step, but no one could fathom just what would come from it. Being able to communicate with someone worlds away would no doubt bring people closer together, encourage healthy debate between communities, and bridge so many of the gaps
Encourage
that led
healthy
between
debate
them.
between communities. The internet did not do that. That is like one of the 5 things the internet did not do. Right? If I say something online someone else don't agree with, I get called something wild.
Opportunities for misunderstanding and miscommunication leading to real-world problems would dwindle, as the ability to say what you mean quicker than it is misunderstood presented itself. Wars would be over before they even began. A click of a button could bring peace to whatever tragedy, and it truly felt like the next frontier. However, many of those same people were shocked to find that while the internet did bring people from across the world together, it didn't change the essence of who people were. It didn't, somehow, remove people's selfish and self-serving nature, and instead bolsters people's worst qualities. The addition of a screen in normal interactions added enough of a safety net for people to begin sharing their more deplorable thoughts and opinions, feeling as though they could do whatever they want with little to no consequence. Instead of seeing the internet used to healthfully debate topics and broaden understanding between cultures, online forums dedicated to learning and broadening one's horizons quickly devolved into chaos, with people feeling the need to one-up each other. Debates became heated and toxic, with people going for the jugular over small, inconsequential misunderstandings. Misinformation ran rampant, with the creation of spam emails, clickbait, and computer viruses. And with the creation of chat rooms, people's worst qualities were placed appropriately on display. And there is no better example of that phenomenon than the person we are going to be covering today. Welcome to another episode of Dreading. Today we are going to be covering the case of Nathan Larson, a person whose online activity needs to be seen to be believed. During the research
Nathan
portion
Larson,
of this
I think I've heard
video,
that.
I found myself in complete shock at the things this man has said and done.
Who?
And given the nature of this
Nathan
channel,
Larson.
that is quite a feat.
Apparently
This case
some
was truly one of
pedophile.
the
I'm
most
watching,
bizarre,
one of these,
as Nathan never tried to hide
crime things. This one's 2 hours long, so I'll have to finish it tomorrow.
any of his terrible actions, like so many others do, but instead bragged about them proudly. This man truly is one of the most proud and deranged people we have ever covered. And before going any further, I want to clarify that while reading his manifesto and portions of his history, I in no way agree with or endorse any of his behavior. That should go without stating, but I still feel the need to make that known. I also want to clarify that I do like to do in-depth research in my videos, and I dive deeply into people's lives prior to the instances reported on. But there's virtually no information on Nathan Larson prior to him going to college, and even that, there's very little information on. Usually in these cases, due to public fallout, family and friends come forward and talk about their experiences with said person. But that is not the case here. No family has ever talked about what it was like raising Nathan or growing up alongside him, meaning that we have to take Nathan's word for a lot of things. Nathan, for what it's worth, posted quite a lot on the internet about his life. But how much of it is actually accurate remains to be seen. So if you find any portion of the video lacking or feel like there are holes in Nathan's biography, know that we did what we could, but found very little. This video was suggested by one of our subscribers, the Green Beetle. But if there are any stories you would like to see me cover, please leave them in the comments down below. You can also email me if you would prefer to request a video privately. If you like true crime content and would like to see more of this channel, consider liking the video and subscribing. With all that said, let us begin. Nathan Larson was born September 19th, 1980 in Virginia. He went to college to become an accountant at George Mason University, and it was there that he fell in love with politics. Nathan was someone who felt that he was above most other people. He believed that he was one of the most brilliant thinkers of our time, and that he needed to share his mind with the world, lest the world fall into despair. According to Nathan, he had the radical ability to think without emotions, using only the real facts, and see through so much of the emotion that gets in the way of debate. He felt as though people were too caught up in their own selfishness to see the truth in front of them, and the world had grown too soft because of that. He personally blamed the feminist movement, as he determined that structured debate and conversation had to be softened for women's weak and inferior minds. In an effort not to hurt anyone else's feelings and communicate with women, people had stopped being factual in their debates and just tried to appease people's egos, which led to a widespread social degradation. Nathan truly believed, above all else, that the world could be set right if people just listened to him. The first time Nathan became politically active was while he was on campus at George Mason in 2002, when he spoke out against the school's anti-marijuana stance. The school, like most campuses in the United States at the time, would penalize their students if they were found with any marijuana on campus. Marijuana was illegal throughout the U.S., and so the school's penalty was in line with the government's overall stance. However, Nathan found this stance to be out of line. While on campus, he spoke out about decriminalizing the drug and was interviewed by the District Chronicles. However, very little was done to change
Almost
the
dying
school's
wish.
policy or create change overall. But Nathan wasn't swayed.
20 HP, almost dying wished.
That was a close call.
Oh my gosh, I did. I had two dogs, like, dogs all around me, which is like, okay, it happens all the time. I missed my shot, though.
Ooh.
And I had to reload. And I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, that's what I get for having a skill issue. Almost, I get a heart attack. That's the only time that happens this game. Part of me does, like, kind of believes I did Dying Wish, but I didn't. I know I didn't. I would have known if I Dying Wished.
How many? What number Dying Wish would that have been in a
I think
game?
like 17, honestly. I don't know. It's hard to tell at this point. It takes a long time for them to recharge, though. It may be like 10 or something. I just have no clue. I have no idea. And it's like basically impossible for me to go back and try and check. Because my perk icons are gone. They've been gone since the 50-hour mark.
Now you just sit there.
I just sit there pressing a button, whether it's in this room or outside. Alright, less than 24 hours to go until 500 hours. I have under 2 days left in this game. 23 plus 22. 45 hours left. And I'm free.
If anything, he felt the lack of change meant he needed to do more. And so, after graduating from college, he began to pursue a career in politics. At first, Nathan registered as a libertarian, aligning himself with the party because of their overarching belief that government should be smaller and play less of a role in people's day-to-day lives. In 2008, Nathan attempted his first congressional run with the party. At first, Nathan was able to get some local support with his initial campaign promises of lower taxes and privatizing transportation and other areas of government. He argued that privatizing buses and the postal service would lead to better, more efficient services all around, and that the government had no reason to create those services in the first place. As his campaign continued, Nathan was offered the opportunity to debate his fellow candidates. Nathan believed that this was his chance. As a third-party candidate, he knew that people likely hadn't heard of him or what he believed in, but he felt if he used the debate as a chance to open people's eyes to another possibility, he would actually have a shot at winning the entire election. Though recordings of the debate have seemingly been lost to time, there is no one lone article detailing the events of the debate, and it was less than favorable to Nathan. The Flat Hat newspaper reported that Nathan's statements drew laughs from the audience multiple times, and people widely thought he was joking when he discussed his plans. When asked what he would do to improve the economy, Larson pledged to privatize various aspects of the government, and then shockingly stated that education should not only be privatized, but made optional. He later followed up that kids should be allowed to enter the workforce as early as 10 years old to prepare them for the real world. Nathan would go on to state child labor laws should be eliminated. Some people are ready to begin work well before the age of 16. And today there are many industries, including high-tech fields such as computer programming, to which young people can make a contribution without endangering themselves. He went on to state that getting a few years head start in the work world could benefit them and our economy, and allow some education to be gained through on-the-job training, which the crowd couldn't help but laugh at. And finally, when asked how he would counsel the next president on bipartisan issues, Larson listed off books he would give him. By the end of the night, the people Larson had hoped to win over saw him as nothing more than a joke. His campaign ended with him receiving less than 2% of votes overall, but similarly to his first failure, this motivated him to do more. Nathan felt like the reason he hadn't been successful was because he hadn't gone far enough. In his mind, he had played it safe by stating he wanted to bring back child labor and make education optional, and in order to save the world, he would need to do more. Unfortunately, this would coincide with the election of the 44th President of the United States, a man who Larson would take a good amount of issue with. On December 15, 2008, Barack Obama was elected President of the United States, making him America's first black president, and Nathan was furious. Because Nathan was not only sexist, he was also incredibly racist. Reporting on his life prior to this letter never addressed his racism, but Nathan held an incredibly deep belief that a white man was a part of the superior race and should be left in charge of everything. And after he failed to get elected to public office, he became more radical in this belief. He was an extremist in every sense of the word, and in his mind,
Larson?
Obama becoming president
Daniel
was the worst
Larson,
thing
I
that could have
swear.
happened, due in no small part to his race. He believed that Obama, like all black people, had a weaker mind, and would ruin the nation if he was to become president, which was something that Nathan couldn't let happen. In his anger, Nathan wrote an email to the United States Secret Service, detailing the way he planned to kill the president-elect. Although,
What?
due to his wording, certain articles stated he wanted to kill George W. Bush, while others state it was Obama. He would go on to clarify, both to the Secret Service as well as in his manifesto, that the threat was meant for Obama and Obama only. Though he said it wasn't sent because he was racist,
Are you sure?
he just
Who
didn't
is
believe in
it?
government. The email
I
hasn't
forgot
been
his
released
name.
in
Hold
full,
on.
but according to the United States Attorney's Office,
What was this guy's name? Hold up, let me bring it up. Let me get to the zip line first. His name is. Oh my gosh, I can't find it. What the? Nothing. There's nothing in the description. Nathan. It's. What's this guy's? Nathan Larson. There we are.
Larson started the email by writing, "I am writing to inform you that in the near future, I will kill the President of the United States of America."
Okay.
He then went into graphic detail about how he planned to carry out the assassination and how they would be powerless to stop him. After receiving Nathan's detailed threat, the Secret Service flew out to Boulder, Colorado, where he was staying at the time, and interviewed him. Nathan stated that he stood by what he had said in the email and was serious about carrying out the threat, though he clarified the threat was only to Obama and not Bush, as he had no issue with the current president. The goal of the Secret Service visit was to ascertain if Larson was a credible threat to the president-elect, as plenty of people have made flimsy threats to people in office without having any real plans to follow through. But Nathan was deadly serious. In his own words, if they didn't do something about Obama, he would be forced to. He went into even more detail about how he would do it, and according to the Secret Service members who interviewed him, he seemed to be relishing talking about the violence he planned to inflict on the president. He told them about the research he had done on the White House and the security protocols, and he joked that he could do their jobs better than they could because he Googled how to. He likewise clarified that he didn't think Obama was really, quote, all that black. He was black enough for him to be considered a problem to the nation's security and reputation, though. After the interview, Nathan was arrested and then sentenced to 16 months in federal prison for threatening to take the life of and inflict bodily harm upon the President of the United States.
Wow.
He was sentenced to serve his time in federal prison, and unfortunately, things would only get worse from there.
His marriage.
This portion of the video includes verbal descriptions of abuse, suicide, sexual assault,
my mic
and rape,
muted that whole time?
specifically
Yes,
towards
it
a
was.
trans man. If that is something that you are
That's
not able
wonderful.
to mentally take on, please pause the video now. If you want to continue watching, skip to the next chapter using the arrow keys on your keyboard, or look towards the description on mobile. Your well-being is more important than any watch time demographic, and I hope you have a great day. Nathan served 14 months of his sentence before being released. When he left prison, he had become more radicalized in his beliefs. Everything that he had felt and believed before going in was amped up to 11, and the few people around him noted the change. Where Nathan had believed that women had softer minds and weren't as smart as men, he now believed that women should be viewed as property, to be owned and controlled by the men in their lives. He viewed cases of domestic violence against women as training them to be submissive and beating the feminism out of their bodies. His
What?
racist belief system had gotten stronger as well, with him proudly spewing racial slurs in regular conversation. He was also openly a pedophile and actively announced his desire to have sex with kids constantly. If the justice system had thought that prison would rehabilitate Nathan and make him see the error of his ways, they were sorely mistaken. Sometime after his sentence in 2015, Nathan met a trans man named Finn. He had begun an incredibly abusive relationship with them. Finn's life before meeting Nathan wasn't an easy one. And though I won't go into any immense detail here, Finn was a deeply tormented person who struggled with his mental health prior to meeting Nathan. They struggled with self-harm and suicidal ideation and had begun to get professional help for their issues when he met Nathan at group therapy, which Nathan was forced to go to after his prison sentence. Nathan became fixated on Finn and all but forced him into a relationship. He controlled Finn, what he ate, who he saw, and when he could go to the bathroom, and all because
Wait.
he believed that he was superior to him in every way, and that he, being a trans man, should be entirely submissive. Due to Nathan's height and size, he was able to physically control Finn.
Wait, I'm confused. I've never understand it. Wait, so trans man, is that? Oh my gosh, dude! This is what I get for like not tuning into like anything online. A trans man, isn't that a biological man that transitioned into a woman, or I think it's okay. I think it's a biological woman who transitioned into a man.
I think it's the other man. I think it's the other way around.
I have no idea. I actually don't know. Like I genuinely don't know. A trans man who's a man. A trans man is a. Let me see. Dude, I actually don't know. I literally do not know. A trans man who's trans, I believe. Okay, I gotta look this up here. I actually gotta look this up. I literally don't know. What is a trans? I feel so stupid. A person who, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Assigned female at birth, but later identified. Okay, gotcha. I literally don't know. Like, I don't know this stuff, man.
And while they often tried to fight back,
I'm like
Nathan
flat
was able
out-
to overpower him.
It's kinda
Nathan
stupid.
likewise didn't respect Finn's gender identity, only referring to them by female pronouns and their dead name, striking them when they cut their hair in a way that was too boyish, and by his own admission, raping him in order to try to get him pregnant,
Holy-
as Nathan felt as a man.
What? Dude, what on earth? Holy. Oh my gosh, put this guy back behind bars. What on earth?
What do you do?
Raped, beat, and all that, and I purposely tried to get him pregnant.
What?
Literally no idea. I'm just as shocked as you are. I'm like, huh?
His ultimate life's goal was to
I'm
breed,
sorry.
which unfortunately
Say
he
that
was able
again?
to.
I wanna
Finn
make
was
sure
not
I
in a
heard
healthy
that
place
correctly.
when they had met Nathan, and he tried to leave the entire relationship, only for Nathan to by his own and their dead name, striking them when they cut their hair in a way that was too boyish, and by his own admission, raping him in order to try to get him pregnant, as Nathan felt
And I
as a
quote,
man.
by his own admission, raping him to try to get him pregnant.
What?
Dude, what? Okay,
that
he
man
actually
behind-
might as well just be Daniel Larson at this point. Like, Mike might as well just be Daniel Larson.
No, put that man behind bars.
Honestly, okay. I think Daniel Larson's better than this guy. Like,
Huh?
yeah, dude, I don't know. That's kind of like this
That's
is
a crazy
this is
statement,
all
I'm gonna
this
be
is
honest.
all the other stuff. Like, this is just a I don't know. No, he's not. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm a little too far.
I'm gonna be honest, that's a crazy statement that could probably get you canceled.
Probably. I gotta learn more about this guy. I don't know. We'll see. Daniel Larson is equally as bad. I'm not okay. Maybe I shouldn't tier rank them, right? Maybe I shouldn't like A through F tier rank them. But
Okay.
I gotta listen to the rest of this. That's like kind of insane. All right, let's continue.
His
here.
ultimate life's goal was to breed, which unfortunately he was able to. Finn was not in a healthy place when they had met Nathan, and he tried to leave the entire relationship, only for Nathan to threaten to kill him and everyone around them. Finn
Oh.
had spoken about feeling like a tremendous burden to his loved ones, and the idea that they would be hurt because of him was too much to bear. However,
on
the moment
earth?
Finn realized that he was pregnant, he decided that even if he was killed, even if Nathan beat him to death, he needed to try to get out to save the baby. Finn left Nathan and filed for divorce. They filed a restraining order against him. Though all the legal documents are not available online, in one, Finn described
That's
the
not good.
abuse he
That's not
received from
good.
Nathan, saying, "During our relationship,
I actually hate the
he,
tigers on
Larson,
9.
was severely
Tigers can
emotionally
actually,
and
like, just
sexually
go, like-
abusive towards me.
They're
He
actually
stated
worse
multiple
than
times that he
Time
wanted
Machine
to have
Hellhound,
sex with the
and I
child.
play a lot of
He
Time
talked about
Machine.
how he would manipulate and trick the child into giving him sex. Told me he wouldn't love the child if they did not have
Holy,
sex with
man.
him, and stated he had no interest in children
Like, they
other than
lunged so
sexual.
far for
He
no
raped me
reason.
until I was pregnant, and stated his intention was to have sex with my child after she was born.
What?
Finn had plenty of evidence to support his
What?
case as well, including an email that was sent from Nathan after he
What
had
happened?
originally talked
I-
about getting them
the
pregnant just so he could have
video.
access to the child, which read, "It didn't concern me that given my history of raping you, as well as the gravity of what I was proposing to do with the children, I might irreparably destroy our relationship and any prospect of ever seeing the children, especially unsupervised."
No way
In
he's trying to
court, Nathan
apologize for
admitted
that?
he had in fact said this, and he had raped Finn repeatedly, and the restraining order was granted. In posts Nathan would make on anonymous websites he owned
Wait,
and
so
operated.
he admitted, and he's just still. Wait, is he still just walking around? Okay, tell me this guy. Alright, what's next? 4chan?
He would also openly boast about abusing his ex multiple times over, having sex with them just to try and get them pregnant, and wanting to have sex with his own child. Nathan was incredibly straightforward about his pedophilic desires, publicly stating that wanting to sleep with children was a normal thing that society, and most notably,
Okay.
feminists, had tried to eliminate. Finn was able to leave and hide out until the baby was born. He made it a point to never tell Nathan about the child, and tried his best to take care of the child. However, he would end up taking his own life and leaving his daughter in the care of his parents. One unforeseen consequence of his tragic demise was that Nathan, who had been otherwise unaware that he had fathered a child, was informed of her existence, and he wanted custody. In an article written about Nathan's venture to seek custody, J. Adrian Stanley wrote, "Larson is a 35-year-old part-time accountant who lives with his parents in Virginia and is engaged to a citizen of the Philippines. Larson says he doesn't think he would molest his own daughter, but isn't sure, since he's, quote, never been in that kind of situation before.
He
He
isn't
does,
sure.
however, think it's okay for adults to engage in sexual
I'll be right
acts
back,
with
hold
children,
Yeah.
as long as there is what he refers to as consent. Although the age at which a child
Wait,
can
he
consent
what do you mean
to such
refers to
activities
as?
depends on the child, he says, because some children are precocious. Any traumatic
Alright.
outcomes
No, we're done with this. How he wasn't in the image, dude? How he's not behind bars is insane to me. You know, blatantly admitting to rape in a court. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to. This is like, well, good news. He's dead. Yeah. It is good. I'm going to have to finish this up tomorrow. This is an interesting one. I gotta hear this one. Because holy man. Ugh. There's my one round tonight that I was gonna do. Wow. I'm saving this video for tomorrow. This was posted 3 years ago. Dang. Alright.